What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing well on this. I think it's Monday morning, Monday night. Yeah, yeet. What's up? I watch hentai. This is basically another one of my just a talk stream. Honestly, I only do these streams when I'm What's up, everybody? Hi. I really only do these streams when there's something bothering me. That's why I don't like I unlist these well, I usually private these streams afterwards because this isn't my main content that I want to post here. This is just for like me to, I guess, not just make myself feel better, but I guess make everybody else feel better around me, because everything's been a lot fucked up lately. I guess I guess in a way, I don't know. Like I was this whole day. I've been alright. Like everything is like going one step at a time. I'm feeling alright. It's just that tonight has not been that good of a night. Like, oh man, like first of all, like I don't know. I just had this random gut feeling of like danger, like just worry, anxiety, you know. And I've had this feeling before in the past. Like it's not something new that just random. Like it usually only happens when I feel like absolutely worried about something, you know, like just anxiety off the wall. Like I usually get this feeling very often when I'm scared about something. And there wasn't really anything on my mind, you know. What's up, Roxy? So no, it's not Bella. It's actually I haven't even talked to her in a few days now. So that's fine. It's just that I don't know. It's just anxiety, I guess. Um, it's like here's the thing. So I was talking to Fallen. Fallen's in the chat right now. So what's up, Fallen? I was having a conversation with Fallen, and it was actually a really good conversation. I'm not gonna lie. Like I actually rather enjoyed the conversation. Like there's not too many people that I could like genuinely sit down and have an interesting conversation with. Like I don't know. It was really I had a really good conversation with her, and like so a lot of people don't understand why like from an outside perspective it looks like I overreacted more than anything else. um like it genuinely looks like on the outside in that I took everything out of proportion and I like uploaded a stream. um Hold on. Oh yeah, so here is like the basic reason to why this was as bad as it was. um so I explained when I was talking to Fallen, I basically explained to her, you know, like people to me aren't like here's the thing. People to me, like the people that are literally by my side, the people that I call friends, those people, when you give me your heart, when you give me your trust, I take that and I go with that trust in your heart. It's mine forever. Like I will stay loyal to you no matter what. I will go through the ins and outs, and I'll be there to protect you. I'll be there to give you advice. Like I'll be there for you no matter what. And all of my friends that are close to me, they know me about this. Like my loyalty has gotten me more trouble than good, you know. Yeah. People, not gonna lie, people tend to give me things more often because they feel bad about me, which is good. Which is like why like half of my Steam library, literally like half of my Steam library is just from like people giving me stuff. I don't know. People feel pity about me a lot of times. But so that loyalty, it goes forever. Like like you guys right here, I would genuinely give my loyalty to each and everyone watching this stream right here. Like, my loyalty, it goes beyond of like any normal person's loyalty. Like, that's literally the only thing I believe in. And here's the reason why. And this is like gonna strike home with a lot of people, I believe. So I basically told Fallen this, growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends. All right. Fallen really knows, like, because I told her about my disability. I kind of like showed her a link that kind of like described it as a more serious kind of disability than most, disabilities out there. It's really serious. Like, it's genuinely life-threatening. So I don't know. People don't really like to hang around with that because, like, even as something it's not explained, but like in my condition, like for me at least, my condition that I have, it's different for everybody. But even if something like as little as like tapping me on the head, or like if I get hit, I can't participate in any sort of sports or anything like that, because if I do, my lens in my eyes are dislocated. I didn't mention this, but my eyes are dislocated, like the lens are. So if I were to like get hit really hard in the head, there is a really good chance that I could go blind, like really good chance. So people don't rough house with me. They don't really. I just grew up like being very introverted, because not a lot of people went up to me and were like, "Hey Ryan, how you doing?" They just kind of stayed away from me, and I kind of stayed away from them, and that's kind of how I grew up. The more I kind of grew in that, the more comfortable I felt just staying away from people. I didn't go out of my way to talk to people, and it actually speaking up terrified the shit out of me. It was so bad. Like my fear of people was so bad that when I was put into groups, I had to like get someone to talk for me. That's how bad like talking was for me, and it's even still to this day. Like, it's still like that. It's just on a different level. Like, just it more happens in like group sessions where I'm in front of people that I don't know and haven't like talked to or like know anything about them. It more happens with that than like anything else. But I like I said, I just kind of grew up with that. Just the point of like me being introverted to the point to I'm like scared to talk to people. So knowing that, I grew up with friends, and like only like small amount of friends, and those small amount of friends, I learned that the people that will genuinely like me for who I am, and the people who actually will allow me to be who I am, it makes me so much happier to be around those people, and those people become not just friends, they become family. So when I give you my loyalty, I give you everything about myself, like heart, soul, mind. I literally give you my trust from the bottom of my heart. So knowing that, I became very protective and caring of the few people that did hang around with me, So all of you, everyone here in this live chat, you guys count, because you guys are watching me. You guys give me a platform to talk about and like talk to you guys, and I feel comfortable talking to you guys because you allow me to be myself, and that makes me happy. So knowing a little bit about me, and knowing just how incredibly loyal I am to people, imagine that loyalty going towards someone I genuinely love, like in a relationship, right? And imagine that loyalty being used on end for months until the point where it comes where I'm broken off for little to no explanation. That fucking man, that might as well have killed me. Like, seriously, like it was that bad. I'm even shaking just thinking about it now, honestly. Like, I hate thinking about this. It's just that level. I put so much trust in people, and I expect that same kind of like result back, because I'd die for like any of you right here, any of you guys in the chat. I'd die for you. I'd die for you, like all of my loyalty. I would genuinely like help any of you out if you needed it. Because you guys, I don't look at friends as family, or sorry, I don't look at as I don't look at his friends as just friends. I look at his friends as family. That's what I meant. Sorry, I'm stuttering right now because I don't know. I still have this worried kind of like vibe right now, and you can even hear it in my voice. I'm just kind of shaking right now. I don't like talking about this. I hate talking about this now, and it just boosts my anxiety the more I talk about this. It fucks with me. So it's just really important for you guys to know, because I'm not obsessed about this. I'm not overreacting. It's that I genuinely feel like someone put a fucking knife in my back, because I gave everything, all of my heart, all of my soul. And it feels like I was betrayed. And having my loyalty betrayed like that is worse than killing me. You might as well just fucking kill me. Because there's nothing... I always said this to all of my friends, and I'll say it to all of you. Backstabbing someone is worse than murder. I don't care. You can quote me on that. Like, I don't care. Murder someone, their life is over. You backstab someone, that person has to live through that. It's bad. It is bad. And now, I guess the second reason why I'm going through this is because all of today, man, I've had to deal with so many people. Like, here's the thing. I'm caring and I'm fatherly, and I try my best to help people. But, like, all of today, I've had people up my ass just being, like, just, like, going to me for their problems. And I'm just not mentally able right now, you know? And people don't get it through their heads that I literally feel like death right now. Like, I don't have anything left in me to help people with my state of mind. And people are genuinely going to me for their problems, and I just can't deal with that right now. And it doesn't matter what I say. It's like, it's just adding more to the heartbreak and heartache of having to deal with that kind of stuff. No, not you, Ava, just certain other people. And I guess that kind of stuff, it just really fucking... It's just adding more and more to my anxiety and more to my worries, and it's not giving me a chance to even break, you know? No, it's not you, Fallen. It's other people. No, I had a great conversation with... It's other people that are just coming to me for their own problems, you know? Like genuine problems, like serious ones. Like, people are saying, like, come to me, like, for fucking depressed shit, and, like, people saying that they want to die, and, like, suicide, and normally any day of the week, I would be there for them. I would give them my heart and soul, but I just don't have anything left in the tank right now. And having to sort out everyone's problems is just... It's wearing on me, dude. It is. And... Fuck, man. I was listening to a song, and if you guys are like on my Discord, I have a song lyric on my Discord right now, and people actually got worried because it was like the last lyric of the song is like, "Just let me die" or something like that. And the reason why I chose that song is because there's a quote that I find very relatable in it. And let me just try to look it up. I forget what exactly it is. It's kind of like hold on, because it's a Hollywood Undead song. So, and this is why I like Hollywood Undead, because they have every sort of kind of like song available. Like, it doesn't matter if you're depressed or sad. Like, Hollywood Undead just has every sort of category like of song. Like it doesn't matter if you're sad, doesn't matter if you're happy. Like they have everything. Like there's even songs there that have to do with breakups. I don't listen to those songs because I don't know how people can listen to breakup songs after a breakup. To me, that just makes me more depressed. What is the lyric here? I'm trying to think. Fuck, is this a completely fucking different song? I swear to God. Oh yeah, the lyric is I gave all of my hope away. Is there any left for me? And I related to that quote so much because it's true. I've given away all of my hope to everybody else. I've motivated everybody else around me. But what's left for me in the end? You know? And guys, I want you to know that I've been trying so fucking hard. Like, I have been fighting this as if it was like my final battle. And this stream is no way in for me to just say that I've given up or anything. It just, man, these streams have just helped me a lot, you know? Just being able to talk to people is, it's really good. Especially people that are unbiased to the entire situation, you know? Because like I said this in the previous stream, but you guys are completely unbiased to this situation. Because like, if I went to my friends and I said, "Oh, dude, I'm having this, and this," they'd be like, "Oh," or if I said like this, somebody is bothering me, they would be like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of them." But if I say, you know, to you guys, if I say, you know, somebody's bothering me, you guys ask why, because you're unbiased, because I haven't revealed as much about me, and you guys don't know as much about me, you know, so. Everything that you guys say, it's completely unbiased. I think they listen to breakup songs, so it amplifies their pain. Yeah, you see, I just can't bring myself to listen to breakup songs. I just can't. It makes me more, like, heartbroken about the whole situation. Like, there's a Hollywood Undead song out there, and it's kind of like, the breakup song is more or less, like, intense, I guess. Like, it's all about, like, fuck you. You broke up with me? Kiss my dick, bitch. You know? Kind of like that kind of thing. But even that kind of song, like, it just doesn't resonate with me, you know? Like, I don't understand how you could listen to a song that's kind of like, you know, fuck my ex a bitch. I wish she sucked my dick. I wish she could go to hell. Like, you know, I'm not in a position to kind of listen to those types of songs because I'm not really, I don't know, I just don't feel hatred in my heart, even for those that kind of hurt me. The personality test where you take it, you get a number, and there's songs that go with it. That's interesting. Well, I'll tell you this, I don't feel like a fucking lion right now. I feel like a possum. Like, sometimes I feel like coming out, sometimes I don't. You know, sometimes I feel like curling up, sometimes I don't. It's interesting. And it's like, I want to be there for people. I do. And I hate when people come to me and, you know, they're like talking about their depression or anything like that. And I hate when I'm not able to give them proper advice because I'm always there for proper advice. But in this situation, I feel like I can't because I've been through so much. But it makes me hate myself even more that I'm not able to give advice. So it's like a double-edged sword, you know? Like, I can't give advice, and it makes me hate myself that I can't give advice. Because I just feel like I should... I feel like if someone comes to me and they're talking about their depression, I feel like if I can't give them proper advice or I can't say anything about it, it makes me feel like, you know... it makes me feel like they think that I don't care about their problems, when that's absolutely not true. You know? Who's watching this in 2019? Bitch, I wish it was 2016 right now. I know it's not good to self-hate. It really isn't, and I'm not one to self-hate myself. Like I said before, like on other streams, I'm not the type of person to self-hate myself. Like, listen, I'm not trying to sound like cocky or anything, but I know my value. Like, I know deep down inside, I at least have something to offer this world. I believe everybody does. But right now, all I can think of is self-hatred. I fucking hate myself right now. I fucking hate myself. I know it's temporary. I like, listen, I know I'll be fine. Listen, I'm not here saying that I'm gonna fucking kill myself or something like that. That's not what I'm saying. You know, I got on here because talking about it is a lot more better than just holding it in, and I have an audience here that'll listen to me. And you know, talking about this kind of stuff is a lot better than just, you know, holstering it in. But I want, like, listen, I want you guys to understand something. I'm that nice of a person that I don't hate a single person on this earth. I don't. I just can't hate people, you know? I just don't have hatred in my heart. I don't. That's why I let people walk all over me. I don't have an invisible line where it's like, you know, someone does something and I don't like them anymore. That's not how it works. Like I said, after the last stream, I literally, like, after the other stream, after, like, when I talked about me and Bella finally breaking up, I literally went I went to Bella and I literally I didn't apologize to her. She apologized to me and I accepted it. You know, instantly accepted. So, you know, I guess I just don't have any hatred in my heart. I really don't. Yeah, and I guess that's sort of the thing. But you are who you are, like, you know. I guess at the end of the day, I'd rather be an extremely loyal person than, you know, a hateful person. That's just me, you know. Of a wallet. If you get in, I hold on, even if it hurts. Yeah. Did you get a new microphone? Nah, dude, I don't have any money. Are you kidding me? I'm broke as fuck. Guys, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I fucking... Oh, this is how much I hate myself. So I said this in the last video, or last stream. I was planning on getting a job soon, because I'm 18, but, like, it's hard to get a job when I have a disability that's kind of, like, that serious. I've had 2 spinal surgeries, so, like, I have a metal rod extending from, like, the top of my neck all the way down to my ass crack, pretty much. So, like, it's really hard to get, like, any sort of, like, comfortable job. But I was planning on getting a job soon. So I was saving up for some money. Or I was saving up money. You want to know what I did with that money? the money I was saving up to get a job or to just get a car for myself, like get a driver's license, get a car for myself. Like I used that money on Bella when I could have used it to get a job, and I used that money to get her a Doctor Who thing for Christmas, but this was a while ago. So, what's up, Elijah? How you doing, man? No, I actually totally forgot about the BTS things. That's good, man. Yeah, like all the money I was saving up to fucking get a job, I put that all towards Bella, which is fucking. It just kind of extends my niceness to how. Yeah, I haven't watched any BTS yet. I know someone sent like, I think that was you, but you sent like a few BTS songs on one of my streams. I didn't listen to them. I totally forgot, honestly. Dyed his hair pink. Why do heartless girls always get the best boys? That's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't know. I think everyone is kind of like, no one really knows who they're looking for, honestly. Like with love, I feel like it just kind of happens. And, you dive into a relationship and you don't really, it's either you take them for granted or you get someone that's like fucking terrible. I don't understand it. All the good guys are gay or married or Ryan. Well, I'm single, so... Well, not single. I'm fucking whatever. Man. F-boys, ass ugly guys. Yeah. I'm lonely forever. That's how I feel. Yo, dude, I was so depressed. I actually bought Lego Star Wars. I was planning on like streaming Lego Star Wars because I was, I don't know why, but I gotten into like Star Wars a lot recently. I don't know why. It's like I think it was because of all the Star Wars stuff that's been up, like the new Star Wars game that just kind of came out. But anyways, like the new Star Wars game that just came out. I think like the reason why I get so much Star Wars stuff is because of that game. It just came out and like now it's kind of everywhere. So I fucking bought Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. This is kind of funny. I don't know. I don't know if people would see fucking Jeff playing Lego Star Wars. I'm not sure. Jeff should watch ASMR. Imagine. You know what? You know what's funny? I was on a call the other day with a friend, and I used to like be a very big troll back in the day. I used to torture my friends by screen sharing my screen and going on YouTube and like looking up the weirdest ASMR, like fucking. Like hentai moaning ASMR just to torture the person in the fucking call. Recently, I've moved on from hentai ASMR to torture my friends. Now I've moved on to food ASMR, where like someone just like eats a Big Mac and it's just like, do you like me eating this Big Mac? Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, Ava. I mean, fall in love with my sister. She's the sweetest girl. Listen, buddy. I oh Lord. I only date 18-year-olds. Sweet home Alabama. Motherfucker, I'm 18. Jesus. Fall in love with my dad, dude. I would fuck the shit out of you, dad. Out of your dad. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Digging being single. Probably younger than you all. Well, I'm 18, so, you know. Blazing mic drop in the background. You know what? I might as well just fall in love with fucking my hand, dude. I think I might just marry my right hand. Why not, man? I know a lot of people that are like 14, 15 that sound like they're fucking 20, dude. My friend Josh, he's kind of one of those guys. I look at him and he's like, dude, there's no fucking way. There's no way you're fucking like 15 or 16. He's like, nah, dude, I'm fucking 15. I'm like, well, liar. My birthday's February 16th, 2001. I don't know what I know a lot of people are into oh fuck, what's it called? I can't remember the thing. The like every month is associated with like a star thing. I can't remember what they're called. You guys are probably gonna say the name. I'm stupid. Do you think I am? Maybe like 16. Zodiac, thank you. That's what I meant. I don't know what my zodiac is. I think it's fuck. I can't remember. It starts with an S, I think. Did I actually get it? I literally just randomly guessed. 16. February 16th, 2001. No. I guess so. I guess I'm a Scorpio. Thank you. I've never done like any information on like a zodiac sign, so I don't know. I don't even know what being a Scorpio means. Like I don't know any kind of information about it. I remember when I was with Bella, she said that it's kind of like being a Scorpio is kind of like being a leader, I guess, or something. I'm not sure. Oh shit, you're a Scorpio, Fallen? That's cool. Sweet home Alabama. Wait, I'm an Aquarius. I thought I was a Scorpio. I'm fucking retarded. I don't know. Listen, listen. My birthday's on February 16th, so you can like redirect that to fucking, I don't know, whatever star it is. Scorpio. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Aquarius. This just knows my knowledge. I know less about United States than I do about fucking zodiac signs. My birthday is February 13th. And then my birthday is February 16th. And yours is that's fucking great. Scorpios. I'm sorry. Listen, I don't know anything about fucking zodiac signs. I'm dumb. I literally fit the Scorpio description. I don't know listen, if you guys can like search up Aquarius and like what that is, because I know fuck all about like zodiac signs. So if you guys can look that up and tell me what the fuck that means. I heard that it has something to do with like leadership. I don't know, but that's just what Bella said. That might be wrong. Sweet home Alabama. Look up zodiac signs. I can't use my keyboard right now. I'm literally holding my microphone with my two hands, and I don't have anywhere to place it. Usually when I'm doing my Jeff videos, I place it on like a photo or something, but I don't want to fucking set that up. I'm too lazy. I don't know where my phone is. Use your phone. I don't know where it is. I'm lazy. Leave me alone. It's like around here somewhere, but it's dark. All right, it's like something fucking. I think it's like 10 at night. It's dark, and I don't want to get up because I'm lazy. That's cool, Elijah. You make another Jeff video, of course. I'm planning on making a Q&A. Oh man, so I'm crafting together another replacement for Belladonna, because right now I have my friend Zardis, who is the brother of Belladonna. We're best friends. The guy's an excellent fucking top-notch dude. He was there for me every step of the way with the whole Belladonna thing. Well, you guys already know what her name is anyways. So like he was there for me every step of the way for that, and man, he's just a top-notch dude. Like, he believed everything I said. Like, any normal brother would come on here and he would have like fucking beat the shit out of me, dude. He would have like instantly like defended his sister. Like, I gave like him every single proof that like I was telling the truth. Like, it was fucking ridiculous. But you know, he's top-notch good dude. Anyways, he's a really good guy. Anyways, so me and him, we're still doing videos together. Like, I didn't get to introduce his character because I was waiting on Bella for her to do the Q&A video, but apparently she lied to me months about her microphone being broken when she could have just, you know, said it wasn't. Just broke up with me on the spot there. I wanted to do a Q&A video, which I'm still planning on doing with... Sorry, my microphone disconnected. I'm sorry about that. Well, let me just slide this over here. All right. So, yeah. What was the last thing you guys heard? Sorry. What was the last thing you guys heard? I kind of lost track of what I was saying. With? That doesn't give me context of what I was saying, guys. What was the context of what I was saying? Like, with it doesn't help me. I don't remember last time, like, what I was on about. Fuck. With, yes, that's great context of what I was talking about. Oh, that was literally okay, the last thing you heard was the Q&A thing. Okay, so the Q&A thing, so originally I was going to have Bella, me, and my friend Zardis. Zardis is the brother of Belladonna. But, like, he kind of... like, he was a top-notch fucking dude. Like, he instantly kind of... like I said, he was there for me every step of the way. Like, he believed everything I said, and he didn't defend, like, Bella at all during that whole situation, which I'm grateful for, because, like, any other brother would have, like, went on there and beat my ass, wouldn't have listened to anything I said, would have instantly defended his sister, and, you know, I owe him a lot for that. Like, like, man, I would have been in such a fucking dark place if he didn't come on here and, like, genuinely talked about it with me, you know? of course, it got out of hand, but like he was there. Anyway, so Zardus, it was supposed to originally, the Q&A video was supposed to be originally me, Zardus, and Bella. Of course, we can't do Bella anymore because she doesn't want to, and also it'd be weird. So it's gonna be me, Zardus, and my and someone I'm close with, Ashley. Ashley. So it's gonna be. So I have to make up a completely. I have to help up make me and Ashley like a completely different kind of like character altogether. You see the thing with Belladonna was that like her character was awesome. Like the name, the concept, the story, it was good. But she never acted like her creepypasta. Like, she always kind of acted like a schoolgirl. Like, in chat, she was like, kisses Jeff's lips or something like stupid like that, She never acted the part, whereas, like, when I'm acting as Jeff, I do get sidetracked and I do, like, talk to the chat every now and then, but I still maintain that level of violence still. Like that, I'm going to fucking rip your guts out. Or, kind of like, I get very mad. I get intense, So... Yeah, so yeah, that's that. Like she never really acted as the part. Her like the character and like, the story was awesome. But like, other than that, like she never really it didn't feel like she always tried. So it's gonna be me, Ash, and Zardus now. Zardus, oh man, I can't wait for you guys to like see Zardus. Like voice that, like you guys are gonna be fucking impressed. Like Zardus is amazing. He so originally he's Australian, right? So like he can do like sort of a posh accent, and that's kind of how a lot of people envision like Slenderman kind of talking, kind of like in this posh accent of like very kind of like kind of like passive aggressive, kind of like fancy voice, Like, that's how a lot of people and he can do that. Like, he can do that voice. And it's fantastic. I can't wait until, like, we get all the characters together. It's going to be awesome. Like, it's going to be something new that you guys haven't seen before. And I'm excited to do it, too. And for Ash's character, she's going to do, like, this... she's kind of working on her character right now. Basically, her character... I gave out ideas of like what it could be because I don't want it to be, I don't want to be like, because originally her character, she worked on this back when she was 11, and she kind of got a lot of inspiration from Jeff the Killer. But I am trying to work to get, because if you guys don't know, I took advanced English. I am incredibly like because I wanted to be. A lot of people don't know this, but I wanted to be an author when I was younger because I love English to get death. Like it's one of my favorite subjects of all time. Like I love metaphors, I love similes, I love, character development, I love any kind of thing like that. So I'm helping Ash put together her character so like we can introduce a new character. Because I don't want it to just be, I fucking hate kind of like, oh, let's bring her in, let her be Jane. Like I want something new, Like if you're gonna do like this, you might as well do something new. So the character I kind of had an idea for, I kind of I gave her like kind of inspiration, like maybe she could wear like a trench coat, maybe she like handcrafted the trench coat herself, maybe she like cut holes in her trench coat or something, and maybe she like filled it with like quick access to weapons that she could use, like maybe like little needles or like little pins, stuff like that. I think that would be cool, like if because usually her method of killing is like literally like strangling. Like that's how she kills victims. She strangles. But in life or death situation, she could like pull out something from like one of these coat pockets, like that she handcrafted herself, and then she like used like maybe like a switchblade or maybe like knives or needles or pins or something like that. That'd be really cool, I think. And another idea I had. This was really cool. So this is inspired by like kind of myself, and it's both inspired by myself and kind of like weirdly enough, I kind of made this idea for her. It's inspired off of Dragon Ball Z, and that's the weirdest fucking thing you could like have a creepypasta inspired off of. But hear me out. All right, so there's this character named Bardock in Dragon Ball Z, right? And his character is kind of like he's the father of Goku, right? And there's this scene in that in the movie where he's like surrounded by his dead troops, and he goes over to one of his troops, and they have like this bandana, and he kind of dips the blood into the into like the he dips like this cloth, this headband that one of his troops were wearing. He picks it up and he dips it in the blood of like his fallen like ally, and then like he wears it as a souvenir. So I think it would be cool if we could take that concept and make it completely different. So what if, like, Ashley's character had it so, like, she had this, like, blanket that she had from when she was a child. Because her story isn't like she was abused or whatever. Her story is that she slowly started to get more insane as, like she started to become more and more of an introvert to the point to where she kind of, like, isolated herself from society altogether, and it drove her mad, like, and she ended up like absolutely injuring her parents, like not killing them but injuring them. Anyways, so I thought it would be interesting if like we gave her kind of like this souvenir, like this, maybe a blanket from when she was a kid, you know, like a little blankie. So I thought it would be interesting if like every time she kills someone, she dips it in, like she guts her victims, and she dips the blanket in kind of like blood, and she puts it on herself. So like every victim she kills, it gets more and more bloodier. And then like the further of insanity she goes, it kind of like she starts leaving, like when she wants to like toy with her prey. She like places like this little blanket around like the house, like just absolutely covered in blood. Like when they see it, they're like, "What the fuck is this? Like, why is there a blanket covered in blood? Like, why is this here?" Like it's like it starts like appearing in random places around the house, you know. And I thought it'd be an excellent idea of kind of like. I thought it would be really fucking cool. It just came out of nowhere, like this idea that I gave to her. So we might run with that. Like I think. It is unique. It is unique, and it's inspired off of Dragon Ball Z of all things. It's still got that aspect of kind of like a. That's twisted. Are you actually a twist? You see, this is what I am. So I love creating stories. That's just I've always wanted to be an author, and I've always had like these ideas of characters, but I've never been able to like put pen to paper and like write something. I've never had confidence in my abilities, but I can make ideas happen. Like I can create a story, like the story of like me and Bella. That was originally going to like continue more and more until like Bella and Jeff are gonna fall in love and whatever, and that was gonna be announced, whatever. Like they were gonna have like a semi rivalry until they eventually fall in love. But like, of course, that didn't happen. She took it to where because I kept telling her, we got to do this during videos, but like I started streaming. And then she started coming on my streams, and she ruined the entire story by just like romancing with Jeff. And so I was like, well, this story's fucked. Here's the thing. I wanna create a story that's unique, and it's hard to create a story that's unique because everyone just creates almost the same kind of identical thing. It's like I almost compare it to wrestling, because if you guys don't know, in wrestling, you got to come up with a gimmick. You got to come up with, like, a persona. You got to come up with something unique, and that's hard. Because, in wrestling, everyone is kind of the same thing, You do a gimmick, and like 9 times out of 10, it's already taken, Yeah. My Discord, oh man, I was actually so happy when people joined my Discord. Genuinely, that was like the one thing that like honestly cheered me up. To see like people coming into my server and like being absolutely like talking to each other, like forming friendships, and yeah, it's out. My Discord server is I released it. I don't have it in my description actually. I should put it in my description for every stream I do from now on actually. The only reason why I was holding off for it was because it was supposed to be announced in a Q&A video, but guess what? Bella wasn't there. So, what could I do about it, So, Here, I'll put it in the link if some of you guys aren't there. I got you. I got you, brother. I got you, brother. Yeah, yo. There you go. For anybody that's not on the Discord server, there you go. Anyways. And a bit perverted? Well, that's how it is. No, go ahead, Pichu. I don't mind. Send me a bunch. I need to listen to music anyways. So yeah, those are my ideas for doing like the next kind of like generation of like what Jeff is gonna do. I have a lot of like ideas that are gonna be awesome. And here's the thing: the more I grew older, and the more I started doing these Jeff, because I want you to understand just how long I've been doing these Jeff videos for. I started doing these Jeff videos when I was 14. Right? I started doing these when I was 14 or 15. You want to know how old I am now? For you guys that don't know, I'm 18. Like I've been doing these for years now, and like, yeah, like I started doing this in 2014, 2015, and like. You can only do it so many times. You do the same thing so many times and you just have to like do something new. Because if you do something too many times, it gets old, And I wanted to create a story with Jeff, like, because my version of Jeff isn't kind of like, it's not like the story Jeff. My Jeff is kind of like its own completely different character. It's got like the same aspects. Don't like. It's got the same aspects as the Jeff in the story, but like it's got like different characteristics. Because in the story, do you guys really know anything? Like I want you guys to be honest. Do you really know anything? Like if you read the original story with no other like not read anything else on Jeff, like nothing else, not any fandom or anything like literally just the legit story where he kills Randy and all that stuff. Like, do you genuinely know anything about Jeff as a character? Like, personality-wise, do you know anything about him? I don't. Like, can you really name a characteristic about him other than, like, just being insane? Well, yeah, he loved his brother, but, like, of course he loved his brother. Like, they're brothers. But I'm talking about more personality traits. Like, what was his goals? What did he want? What did he, like, what was he thinking? Why did he do what he did? What drove him to be that way? What was the thing that he kept experiencing? What happened, Yeah, it was just a feeling. In the story, it was just a feeling. It was just a feeling that took him over. What was that feeling? Like, here's the thing. Okay, so I'm a firm believer of character introduction. You should, when you, I watched a video on this and I agreed with this. Character introduction is the hardest thing you can do, like, to get it right when you're creating a story. It's the hardest thing. Because here's the thing. If you put too much, like if you add too much information in a character, it's almost like putting nothing in it, because it like completely deletes the entire point of having any sort of mysterious kind of vibe to them, right? But if you have too little information, then it's like you don't know anything about them. Jeff is kind of like at the end of the spectrum. Like he's mysterious, but we know nothing about him in terms of personality. Like, we don't know, like, what his goals are, what he wants, how he thinks. We only know that, like, from our perspective, we only know that he had this feeling that just came over him and he killed people, Like, it's not explained. That's kind of, like, up to us to theorize, It's not really put in the story. So that's why when I tried doing this Jeff thing, I wanted to put some personality in my Jeff, you know, because Jeff seemed like an edgy teenager to be to be from the get go. To be honest, like he seemed like an edgy teenager. I know. Like when his mom came down and was like, "Jeff, you better get your fucking clothes on. You're gonna come over to this kid's fucking party." And he was like, "Mom, I don't want to," or something edgy like that, you know. But like, why didn't he want to? Was he just a social anxiety? Like, we don't know nothing about him. Like, it's okay to hide the backstory, but give us something, man. Give him some sort of personality. Like like anything. It's so bad looking back on it now because it's like, ugh. I just want to know something about him. But now, like, I took this kind of like character and I kind of gave him a personality. I gave him sort of like a more of a realistic vibe, I guess. Like, you know. I guess. Yeah, sure. It's all good, Luna. I don't know. It's just like I really think the Jeff story could do a rework. Like honestly, because like we don't know much about Jeff as a character, really. And that's not. What's a good example? I guess the Joker, right? The Joker. I'm gonna pick a specific movie here. The Joker from what the fuck's the movie called? I can't think of it. The Dark Knight. So the Joker in The Dark Knight, he's so his backstory is unpredictable. We don't know anything about his backstory. He constantly makes up different backstory, you know, and he constantly like he basically like he's unpredictable through the entire movie. But we know as the story progresses, we know what his goals are. We know what like his motives are. We know how he thinks. At first, his goals are like fake, you know. He like because like his goal is initially to rob the mob. That kind of rhymed, but like he wants to rob the mob basically. Like he wants to like rip them off. Basically, he in the movie, if you don't know, he goes up to mob dealers and he's like, "Yo, so we need to get rid of the Batman. We need to kill the Batman, but I will do it. I will kill the Batman if you give me money." But as it's like, and those are goals, right? Like that's his conflict and that's his goal. The conflict is that he needs to kill the Batman, but like his goal is that he wants the money, right? But as the movie progresses, you find out that the Joker doesn't really care about money, does he? He doesn't care about killing the Batman. None of those things he cares about. At the end of the movie, it's revealed that his like long-term goal was just to like he wants to drive people to being who they are, like down to their core, because the Joker believed down in like everybody that everyone was as ugly as he was, you know. That's what he believed. He believed that everyone was as ugly as he is, that deep down, and that nobody was actually a good person. Driven to their authentic core, he believed that everybody had the ability to become the Joker. That's what he believed, and that's what his long-term goal was. So that's kind of like what I would expect from a Jeff story, you know? Like, have his goals be there. Like, have what he thinks and how he acts be there. But, like, make sure there's a level, just a small amount of level of mysteriousness so that as the story progresses, we find more about him. Not just because, you know, he had a random feeling one day and he decided to fucking beat some bullies up and wanted to kill them, you know? He, like, from what I read, Jeff seemed to have, like, a pretty good life. I don't know about you, but, like, it's never really explained why he got this, like, feeling at all. It's not explained. It's never explained. He just decided to become homicidal. You know? See you later, Roxy. I agree, God. I agree. I feel like if the Joker could, like, if, like, he had that kind of same level of unpredictability in his story, like that kind of, like, sense of mysteriousness, but, like, knowing what his goals are and, like, why he's doing what he's doing and, like, what he thinks, I think then he would be just as good as of a character as Heath Ledger's Joker. Like, just as good. But the fact that we know barely nothing about it kind of ruins it for me, because we're kind of left in suspense. We don't really know why he did what he did, other than he just went insane, mental balls, crazy, you know? Yeah, what is Jeff's motives? Seriously, guys, I want you to genuinely tell me, like, what are his motives? Why does he do what he do? Why does he do what he did? Why did he do? You know what I mean? I can't fucking word, but you know, like, why did he do it? Why did he go insane? Why did he kill those kids? Besides them being bullied, like, why did he have this feeling? Why? Like, you know? Because of the hell of it? That's not a really good storytelling. Because why not? Because he just did? Because he had a feeling that tonight was going to be a good night? You know? Tickled to protect Lou, but then why did he kill him at the end? And I'm not counting homicidal Lou. All right, I don't like that story. Why did he kill him at the end if he was so protective over him? Makes no fucking sense. If he was that protective over him, why did he kill him? Why did he go insane? Was it because of what he looked like? Was it because he was already crazy to begin with? You know? I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me. Listen, I'm not trying to poke holes in Jeff's story. I'm not. Like, I like Jeff's story. I like Jeff as a character. Why do you think I play as him? I like him, you know? I like the concept of it. I'm just saying that there are certain things that deter him from being a good character from an even greater character. I feel like he could be so much better if there weren't, like, so many things that you could question in his story. Like, why did this happen? Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Why did he do this? Why did he do this? Why did he do this? And it's different because it's not like leaving a level of mysterious to his character. It's leaving us in the dark and not ever revealing anything to us, you know? It's not like it's revealed later why he did what he did, because it's not. It doesn't add any sort of mysterious to his character. It doesn't add anything to the story. He just kills because he wanted to, because his dick is really big. I don't know. His dick was his dick power was so big that he had to slap the shit out of fucking ranting and bullies, and then he had to kill his family. I don't know. He has a foot-long cock. No, I've never watched Freddy Krueger vs. Jeff. That sounds interesting, though. Also, I was having a conversation with my friend earlier. So, I want you guys to think about this, because this is interesting. So, I to compare to the Joker and Jeff, I want you guys to actually, like, think about this, because this is interesting. So in the story, he cuts his lips open, right? Like he gives himself a Glasgow smile, right? Like he cuts his mouth open, right? So he cuts his mouth open, right? Like he does that. But I want you guys to actually think about this. How the fuck would he survive after that? How? How would he survive? Because that would have gotten infected. Like, that would have gotten really... Like, he would have bled from that. And it's not like... Jeff was pretty young during the story, right? Like, so how would he have treated that wound so it wouldn't have, like, killed him? Because he would have bled a lot during that. Like, a lot. So, what kind of medical treatment would he have known to like make sure he didn't die from that? Yeah, but it would have still gotten infected. Um, yeah, he would have hit a main artery. He would have, because if you give yourself a bad enough Glasgow smile, you can die from that. That's how Joker actually kills the first victim in in the movie The Dark Knight. He literally gives the mob boss. He gives him a Glasgow smile. He slices his lip open, and that's how he dies. That's how he kills someone. But here's the thing. When it compared to the Joker in I don't know if it's like other iterations or if it's just kind of like the Dark Knight. Because I don't know if like in every version of the Joker, I don't know if like he always has his scars like on his lips. I don't know if that's just the Dark Knight doing its own thing or if he does genuinely have scars on his lips, like story wise. You guys can correct me if you guys know like a little bit more about the Joker. I don't. Anyways, so compared to the Joker, I find it more believable that the Joker could survive cutting his lips open than Jeff. Here's the reason why. Here's the reason why. Jeff is a little kid, right? Like he was like what, a preteen, maybe a teenager at the time of the story. He didn't know jack shit about like medical things. Like he probably didn't know how to stitch up his lips. He probably didn't know how to make sure he didn't bleed to death or make sure that got infected. He probably didn't know that. However, when compared to the Joker canonly, even in like the Dark Knight, like it's shown, especially in the Dark Knight, the Joker is like, a lot of people look at the Joker and they think, wow, that guy's fucking insane. But actually, I don't know, a lot of people don't know this, but like the Joker, he actually, like canonly, he is actually incredibly sane, like beyond sane, more than an average human being. Like he is he's genius level. He's genuinely, he is a genius. And that's him in story wise. Like he's a genius, and you don't need to look no further than in the Dark Knight, right? So I could believe that he would be able to understand how to like survive cutting his lips open than Jeff, because at least like, I'm not gonna lie, Jeff is kind of fucking stupid. That's why I kind of act him as like not being the smartest, because he doesn't seem that kind of smart in the story. So, you know, but like compared to him to Joker is like extremely smart. Like he outsmarted everyone in the Dark Knight, you know? He was able to manipulate Harvey Dent, Two-Face, to literally like becoming one of the baddest villains at the end of the movie. So the Joker, I believe that he could genuinely get like a Glasgow smile. Like he could cut his lips open and he could survive that. I believe that. That's believable because he has that genius level of like ability, you know? Wine. Actually, if you look up Joker and like Joker dressed up as Jeff, that's actually a thing, which is interesting. How does he drink wine with the big cuts in his mouth? That's a good question. Oh no, there's no doubt in my mind. Jeff is solely driven by rage, I guess, by vengeance. And he doesn't really think. I don't think Jeff really thinks things through. He doesn't seem the type of person that would really plan something. Like I don't know. I feel like he kind of just wings it. That seems like the kind of character I get from like the story. He kind of just like wings it and is like, whatever the fuck, whatever, kill motherfucker, sleep, whatever, go sleep. Yeah, you know. Love child of Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson. Yeah, that's true. He's just kind of a lot dumber than both of those. Yeah, sure, Luna. What's up? And that's why I'm saying like there's a lot of crossovers between Jeff and Joker. Like there really is, especially Heath Ledger's Joker. Like there's a lot of comparisons, and that's why I compare Jeff to Joker a lot, because I feel like I feel like Jeff could have just as good as a story as Joker in the right circumstances, but just I don't know. His story isn't as good as Joker's, because there's a lot of things that you can literally just poke at the story and be like, yo, why did this happen? Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Yeah, well, he's way smarter. Canonly, he's a genius. People think he's crazy, but he's genuinely a genius. Only two genders, my guy. Nightmare Before Christmas, and All I Want for Christmas Is You. Oh, Lord. Jeff and Joker. I can't do a Joker impression. I wish I could. I wish I could do like Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's voice is like the hardest to like impersonate, because he's Australian doing an American accent. Heath Ledger is one of my favorite actors. I don't care what anybody says. It fucking pains me that he's dead. Like oh, can you imagine? Like I got like, can you imagine if Heath Ledger was still alive, and instead of what the fuck is his name? The guy that played the Joker movie that just came out. I something Phoenix. Anyways, I can't pronounce his first name. Imagine if like Heath was still alive. Imagine if they put Heath in that movie. Can you imagine how good that would have been? It also would have prevented Jared Leto from ever being the fucking Joker. I don't care what anybody says. Jared Leto's Joker was fucking terrible. I haven't even watched Suicide Squad before, and I know it's terrible. I know that's like what prevents me from ever watching that movie, because fucking Joker's terrible in that movie. He's so weird. He's so weird. Why does he feel the need to like show off his bare chesticles? I don't get it. His laugh is even worse, dude. It's fucking stupid. I don't know about that, man. I can't enjoy it because like teach their own, Elijah. Teach their own. But like, I grew up with Heath Ledger. That's who I grew up with. Other people might have grown up with Jack Nicklaus or I think that is that who I'm thinking of? Jack Nicklaus. That was to play the Joker. Other people might have grown up with each different iteration of Joker. I grew up with Heath Ledger. I saw The Dark Knight in theaters. Like, Heath Ledger was the shit when I was growing up. That's just who I grew up with. So seeing like Jared Leto play the Joker, it was such a kind of like, I don't know, like a really weird revamped version of Joker for me. I don't know. There's another person that voiced or acted as the Joker, but I can't think of his name. It's Mark Hadoff. Is that who that is? I think that's who I'm thinking of. Mark Hadoff. I think that's that's who I might be thinking of. I'm not sure. Watching some zombie movies? Not really, honestly. What is the most rage-inducing game you will ever imagine doing as Jeff? That's a good question, actually. Here's the thing. I don't know much about rage games. Because here's how I am. So, I don't, like, try to, like, look for rage games. Like, most people will just, like, fucking whatever. Most people will try out rage games and they'll fucking rage and scream off their head. For me personally, like, not doing Jeff, if I play a rage game, I stop before I get angry. Like, that's how I play a rage game. If I'm getting angry, I stop playing instantly before I lose my mind. So I don't go out my way to like try rage games. So like asking me like what rage game I would play, I wouldn't know because I don't like go out my way to look for rage games. Getting Over It. I heard of that game. Go fuck yourself. I hate that game. I haven't even played it, but I know it's bad. Slime Rancher. When the goddamn fuck. Alright, I'll check DMs later. I got like 9 notifications on Discord right now. There's probably a lot of people like wondering what the fuck I'm doing. Doki Doki Literature. Okay, so that's actually okay. That's something I actually have to bring up. I know absolutely nothing of Doki Doki Literature Club. Like, genuinely. Like, I haven't watched a video on it. I haven't seen anything of it. Like, I don't even know the characters. I don't know nothing. Like, I literally haven't seen a thing about it. And that's weird, because that game was pretty, like... It was pretty popular back in the day, I believe. Like, back when it was, like, genuinely, like, talked about. I know nothing about that game. I know genuinely ass tits about that game. Do I have to buy it? Is that a game I have to buy, or is it free? Because that's how little I know about this game. I've never heard of it. I've barely. No. Oh, it's free on Steam? Oh, that's cool. Well, that makes me want to get it even more, honestly. I kind of want to try that out. Luna, you're not obligated to keep that promise anymore. Someone who's out of your life, you don't have to feel obligated to fucking. I actually have played Dying Light a few times. I thought it was a pretty good game. You don't have to feel obligated to keep a promise to someone that's not even in your life anymore. It's a fourth wall. I love shit like Deadpool. Like people that like break the fourth wall. Like that shit is the best. I just want you to know that a lot of the games that I play, I've already played them like personally, but as Jeff, I have to come up with a completely different reaction. But Doki Doki Literature, like I'm going to stream that. I'm not going to play that myself. I'm literally going to stream it, and what you see will genuinely be my genuine reaction. And that's dude, I'm so scared to stream like the final chapter of The Walking Dead, because by now a lot of people know a lot about The Walking Dead last final season. Personally, I've never played it myself. I was waiting for it to come out, but I never picked it up. So I'm scared to stream it because I don't want anybody spoiling it. Because a lot of people have like when I played the other seasons, people like were telling me like what happens next. But like this is the game that I haven't played yet, and that fucking pisses me off. Like I hate when people spoil things. Oh, I usually like for these streams, I usually make them private afterwards because this isn't the type of content I want to do. Thank you, Brianna. Wait, do I have Friendbo? I think I have Friendbo. Hold on. Let me look on my Steam. I think I had Friendbo. Or maybe it was a game similar to it. I think it was called like Nightmare something. I have Haunted Memories, by the way. I think that's a Slender game, right? Haunted Memories. That's a Slender game, I believe. That's an old game too. Haunted Memories. Little Nightmares. Is that what the game's called? Hold on. Something Nightmare. Is that what the game's called? Let me see if I have that. Let's see if that's the game you guys are talking about. Layers of Fear. What's that? I really have a game called Layers of Fear. Craven Manor. What the fuck? That looks creepy as shit. How old is it? I'm not sure. I know Haunted Manor, it's not Haunted Manor, Haunted Memories. I know that was like an old ass Slender game. I think it inspired the famous quote that was like, what would you do if you woke up into a forest, or no, what would you do if you woke up in a place that you'd never been before, or something like that. I have a lot of horror games on my Steam because horror games are the shit. I have Outlast. I don't have Outlast 2 though. For some reason, I have Life is Strange. The fuck? Oh, wait, no. I know. Okay, I know what the game I'm talking about is. The game I'm talking about, the game I'm thinking about is not Little Nightmares. It's a game called Never Ending Nightmares. That's what I'm thinking of. For you guys that don't know what a Never Ending Nightmares is, it's basically kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like the gameplay is weird. It's basically everything is kind of like drawn in like black and almost like a pencil kind of like thing. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. I think I've seen that. Yeah, it was pretty it was pretty popular back then. You'll fall asleep to my beautiful voice. Cute anime girls. Not gonna lie, he'd probably get off to that. Okay, so this is funny. I used to this is good. So I think Markiplier actually played this game, and so this was before Markiplier played it. So it's a game called oh man, you guys are gonna fucking kill me. I pre-ordered this game. This just shows how messed up I am. So I pre-ordered this game. It's called Deep Space Waifu. Markiplier played it. I know he played it. Oh Lord, I don't know if you guys know that game, but it's called Deep Space Waifu. So that was before you heard of it. It was before he played it. Like when it first came out, that game was fucking hard as shit. It only gave you like 3 lives. If you got fucked, you got fucked. I was like determined to fucking beat that game too. Basically, the game is like Okay, so the game is basically it's almost like kind of like I guess Deep Space Waifu. I can't even show the gameplay because it's got nipples and fucking vagina, and it's basically a game where like you play as it's like a 2D shooter game, and basically you play from like a bird's eye view, and you're like a little shooter spaceship thing, and you go up and down this anime girl. Like there's different anime girls, and you go up and down the body of the anime girl, and you have to shoot their clothes off. And you have to avoid enemies that try to come down from above. And there's like a boss level and everything. Oh Lord. Oh man. Play that? Fuck off. I don't want to get fucking yeeted off of YouTube because I played fucking anime titties. I'd watch. Of course you'd fucking watch. You have fucking Jeff X Laughing Jack porn. Of course you'd fucking watch. There's an uncensored version? Dude, fuck off. I'd play that shit. Are you kidding me? I want one game I do want is Honey Pop. Give me Honey Pop. Give me Honey Pop and I swear I'll stream it as Jeff. I don't have it. I want it though. I wonder how much Honey Pop is. Hold on, let me just fucking check. I'm doing this for research, guys, I promise. I'm not doing this for personal use. I promise. This It's just business. I promise it's just for research. I promise. Research. Oh, okay, so right now, hold on, I want everyone to stop what they're doing, and I want everyone to give some love to Petbot right now. Petbot is my friend Colin. I've known him for what, like 3 years or something. I lost track. It's been so long. I met him in like 2016, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, like 4 or 5 years now. And he just went through the same thing I went through. He had a bad breakup, a really bad break. And if you guys are on the server, he's Colin Nyhart. He had a really bad breakup. Like he was dating a girl that like same time that I started dating Belladonna, and she broke up with him like today, like the same time period as like when Bella broke up with me. So yeah, if you guys want to give him some love, give him some love. Like he deserves it just as much as I do. And he's my best friend. Like he's been there for me through highs and lows. Like he was there for me during the whole Belladonna situation. So like there would be no Ryan without Colin. And that's from the bottom of my heart. So if you guys are gonna at least help me, help him too, because he doesn't deserve that. He's a top-notch dude. He's my brother. He genuinely is my brother. Like I don't know what I'd do without him. I said the bottom of my heart. What the fuck are you talking? The butt of my heart. Yes, my heart at the bottom has a butt. Bottom. I say bottom weird because of my accent. Okay, guys, I need you. I'm going to either trigger you or I'm going to. Or it's going to be like whatever. So, I didn't even know I was saying this wrong until like one of my American friends said that I was saying it wrong. So this is either going to trigger you like crazy or you're going to be like, whatever. It's just how you talk. So, for the longest time, everyone says, what is it, vinyl? Vinyl. So everyone says vinyl, like, you know, like a vinyl scratch, you know, like a vinyl record, you know? I say vinyl. And people thought that was the weirdest fucking thing ever. Vinyl. Like, what is wrong with it? I'm just saying vinyl. Vinyl. That's how I say it. It triggered people to the point where they were like, Ryan, just stop talking. Just stop. It is weird, but I love it. I see nothing. It's vinyl. What is wrong with it? I say vanilla wrong. Oh, but here's another thing. I also pronounce another word wrong. So everyone says melee, right? Melee? Like, you know, like a melee weapon, you know, like a fucking knife or baseball, like a melee weapon in a game or something. I say melee. Like melee. And people are like, but Ryan, it's French. It's French. It's a French word. Do I look French, motherfucker? I am not inclined to say melee like a French person because I'm not French. Lord. Yeah, but Fallen, that's sort of like I think that's a regional thing. I know everybody here in Canada says pop. Like, I haven't ever heard someone say soda. I think that's more of a regional thing. I remember you saying that, Colin. Oh, really? You say soda? I guess it depends on the region. Like, some people say soda, some people say pop. I guess it really depends on the area. Ava, I'm gonna have to deport you from Canada. You're not allowed in my country anymore. Soda pop. Every time I think of that, I think of The Outsiders. I don't know if you guys were like forced to read that in school. I was. The Outsiders is like it's a fucking novel, and it's like got gangs and shit, like whatever. Soda pop Curtis, yeah. Marry me. Oh my fucking god. Soda pop. That's all I think about when I think of soda pop. Live right next to Canada. If anybody lives in Maine, I literally live like right across from Maine. Like literally, like if I go outside, I can literally see the island of Maine. Like it's really close. I would fuck the shit out of Soda Pop. You leave him alone. I'm gonna fuck his long, sexy hair. Dude, I used to love that story as a kid. That shit was the best. Here's the thing. When I get into a story, I get really reluctant on whether I like it or not. But then I fucking, dude, I love fucking Outsiders. Outsiders was shit. Hell yeah. No, go away, Ava. His sexy booty will be mine. I will be inside of him tonight. You don't even know, brother. The movie was awesome. That's what I was thinking of. Dally. That wasn't his. I thought his name was Dallas, or I think his name was Dallas. Dally or Dallas, whatever. Yeah, when Dally died, I remember that. Cause I don't know if I remember his character right, but like he was like kind of a dick, wasn't he? Like through it, like he was kind of like this cold-hearted dick compared to the rest. And I remember like at the end of the movie, he kind of like went out more of the hero, which is something that wasn't expected for his character. That's how I remember. I might be remembering it wrong, but I remember Dally being kind of a dick throughout the entire movie or book. I don't know if I remember that wrong, but yeah, Dally is his nickname. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he was. I remember him being a fucking asshole. There we go. Sorry about that. My microphone disconnected. Anyways, so Colin, the Outsiders is basically like I don't. It was like when gangs were prevalent. So they had like the Socials, and then I believe they had what's the other gang name? The Greasers. I think that's the name, right? The Greasers and the Socials. I think that's what they were called. Anyways, the Socials were like the higher class kind of dickheads, and the Outsiders and the Socials kind of had like a rivalry, and it was kind of like a gang war kind of thing. Like it really shows kind of like the 1980s kind of version of like what that was like. It's a really fucking good book, a really good book. And then like in the mix of it, there's like this girl in between both the gangs, and Soda Pop is a crush on her or whatever. It's a really good book, and it's a really good movie too. I'd recommend it, Colin. The KKK gang. Oh, the socks. The Socials. I always pronounce the Socials. Yeah, I've never heard a single fucking thing about like Doki Doki literature. See you later. I watch hentai. I say, Colin, like I'd say the best thing I can think of is like the best thing I can like think about it. I can almost compare it to the It films, like the It that came out because like not because of like the horror aspect or anything like that, and I'm like that's nothing to do. I'm speaking more traditionally about like the time period more or less, because It is kind of like very I find like what the fuck is his name? The guy that was the bully in the movie It. I can't remember his name. The guy that fucking went crazy and killed his dad. I can't remember his name. Anyways, so I find like him is a lot like similar to like the Outsiders, because like he carries a switchblade or whatever, and that's kind of like, it reminds me a lot of the Outsiders. Like that time period is very kind of like reminiscent of the Outsiders. So like if you kind of like that kind of period stuff, the Outsiders is kind of like that. Bowser's, that Henry Bowser's. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, Henry Bowser. Bowers, not Bowser. Bowser. Fucking Bowser. I'm thinking of Bowser from Mario. It's a me, Mario. I'm rocking the Henry Bauer hair. It's me, Henry Bauer. Yo, fucking the losers didn't even need to kill Henry Bauer. Could have just gotten Mario to kill him. Fucking Bowser look like. Wait a second. Usually I just call her Fallen, but Nicole works too, I guess.